In this video, we'll talk about 5 research-backed in-demand skills that you can develop in order to position yourself to make your first 1 million naira or your first $1,000. And for many of these skills, you don't necessarily need a college degree, but you do need some patience, some time to learn them, and that is what this video is all about. Hi, my name is Fisari Fosudo. Welcome to another Finance Friday episode and our first one for 2023. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Be sure to hit that like button so more people can benefit from the knowledge we'll be sharing in this video. All right, without further ado, let's get to the video. This Finance Friday episode is brought to you by ALX. Find out more about how you can get up to $15,000 in scholarships to improve your technical skills later in this video. The first in-demand skill we're talking about is graphic design or even web design. This is a creative skill that you can develop, and I've told my story on this channel before about how I started out as a graphic designer in my second year of university. I designed flyers, I designed banners, I even printed some banners to earn some extra income in school. I then started freelancing for a few years and I actually majored in web design or user interface design. This is where I earned most of my income as a designer, and later on I got employed after school where I learned video production on the job. I sort of mixed my passion for design and my skill for video editing into this channel. Also, my economics degree kind of helped me become more knowledgeable about the happenings in the economy, and that is why I have sort of a diverse range of topics on the channel, but I digress. The tools you need to learn this skill are Adobe's Photoshop or Figma, which is owned by Adobe. I rank these two apps much higher or much more important than the other ones, but it's subjective. Then there's also Sketch, which is for interface design, Adobe Illustrator for vector-based design, InDesign for book designs, which I've done a few times. And do you know what's crazy? If you actually dedicate your mind to it, you can use as much as 7 to 14 days with the right courses to get comfortable with these softwares, and you can actually start playing around with them. My own path was to take those existing designs and remake them the way I wanted them to be, or to be as close as possible to those designs. You'll need to do this with great designs, of course. One course I always recommend, and I'm not getting paid to, is Ina Salt's typography course. I had to get all our editors to take that course because it really opens your mind on how typography should look. Ina Salt is a professor, she's the actual professor of typography, and that course changed my perspective and, dare I say, my life even. I'll have it linked in the description below. Also, if you want to see my story and how I made over $15,000 as a graphic designer in around 6 months, you can click the card above or the link in the description below to watch that video. The next skill is web development. This is a tech skill. Whether you're looking at specializing in front-end development, back-end development, or being a full-stack developer, which is sort of a combination of both front-end and back-end, or you want to specialize in creating mobile apps, websites, user interfaces, which is kind of what we touched on in the design category, it's also what I did for a few years. This is a very in-demand path for a lot of people in 2023, and with the rise of AI, a lot of companies are actually looking for how they can key into this wave. I have worked closely with developers, I've hired developers, and I've also tried it out, but I quickly gave up. There's a high earning potential in this line of work, potentially thousands of dollars, especially when you've become much better at it over time. You need to get familiar with GitHub and let your curiosity run wild. If there's ever anything you don't know, always use Google. Get familiar with deploying apps on the Play Store or Apple's App Store and what tools you need to set it up, whether it's learning how servers work or to get from just designs to actual functioning apps and even websites. These days, there's an influx of no-code tools or tools like WordPress or Squarespace that you can actually use to create websites even when you don't know so much coding. The question would be, how can you find a way to first off commit the time to learning, practicing a lot, and then offering your services? You can sign up on freelancing websites like Upwork or Fiverr and then keep learning and keep practicing. This is where ALX comes in. ALX is a leading tech platform, and one of their goals is to enhance the careers of young Africans interested in tech or any professional skills that will make them excel in the digital economy. If you want to get into tech and become a professional, start your own business in tech, or become an entrepreneur, ALX can give you world-class training to prepare you to take on the world. The courses ALX has for this year are on how you can become an AWS cloud practitioner, in partnership with AWS. So if you want to improve your expertise in IT and the cloud, this one is for you. There's a course on how you can become a Salesforce administrator in partnership with Salesforce. Taking this course seals you into one of the few most sought after tech roles across diverse industries. There's also a course on data analytics that can help you get certified as a data analyst, and you'll learn how to read data patterns, programming, and more. Another course is on data science, which prepares you to be a professional in data visualization, Python programming, and machine learning with hands-on qualification experience. These courses range from $7,500 to $15,000, but hold on. ALX offers fully funded scholarship to those whose entries fit their criteria. Plus, the available courses will only be open until the 27th of March 2023, and I strongly advise you quickly put in an early application. They even have a course on software engineering coming soon, and that course is worth $39,750. And it involves you learning front-end, back-end, full-stack development, and many other skills. This is a ton of value that you're getting by having any of these courses fully sponsored, and ALX is doing this in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation. Again, I advise you to apply early before this deadline. But before you apply for these courses, you need to have a basic tech understanding, you need to have a strong pledge towards learning, and you must be able to commit full-time to the courses. And of course, you must be dedicated and committed to completing any of the courses you take for 2023. If you want an early application or you want to know more about the courses, click the link in the description below and proceed with your registration. Also, do read more about ALX on their website as you do that. How will taking any of these courses positively impact your life? Do leave a comment below. The next in-demand skill is writing, specifically writing for marketing. In my opinion, this is a mixture of the creative side and the business side of this skill. Think of people who are looking to reach out to their customers via newsletters or copy, which would be a few words on a website, social media, or other marketing materials. This can be useful for people who are looking to optimize their search engine ranking. So when people search for their businesses, they get to see what you wrote on Google's homepage in a manner that informs and convinces their potential customers to make a purchase. I've also had